got Snapchat. So I've never had a Snapchat and I've never used one before. But a lot of you guys keep on asking me to make one, so I ended up making one specifically for you guys. And the reason is because I'm going to be going offline for studying for my board exams. My board exams I'm planning to take on June 12th, so it's going to be a really strict time, and that brings up another question you guys asked, which is how do I prepare or make a schedule for the boards? And I already am working on my own. Okay, so really quickly, I'm just going to answer some brief questions that you guys asked. One of you guys asked what type of electronics I am using. I use a Lenovo tablet book. You can fold it either way, like this. I can take my pen out here, and I can write immediately on it. Okay? Very simple to use, very good for taking notes. I highly recommend it. It's a ThinkPad, and this is what we use. How weak is your eyesight? Yeah, my eyesight is a -6. It's not good. That's why I like to wear contacts. What are some of the challenges you face from undergrad to med school? So, some of the challenges, I would say the hardest is getting that study schedule right and staying on top of it. That is probably the biggest thing with the transition is like. Stuff about that I wish I had known about med school, I recommend that video. What are things you can do to increase your chance to get into med school? Some of my past videos I've answered around this topic, but I will make a separate video on this question. This is a really good one. Can you make a video on how to study for step 1 or how to make a schedule for step 1? Exactly. So this is what this video is about. What I'm doing is I'm following a very strict schedule where I am using one of the main study books which most med students are using. It is Diploma, First Aid, and UWorld. UWorld is a Q-Bank question, so you can kind of get a basis, you test yourself doing these questions based off of what you're learning from the main books. And I also have supplementary materials. So First Aid, they kind of go shallow, but they give you the straight direct points of what you need to know. Now when I look at that and I'm not really understanding the concept, I go to my supplementary material and I read about it and I learn about it to try to form a basis. Textbooks that are recommended for my classes, which are like theme-based. So, you know, any textbook, it can be renal pathophysiology, and they just go over details of pathophysiology. Or it can be Google, or it can be your lecture notes. And those are supplementary materials which I am now integrating then right before the exam. So my exam is going to be June 12th. I'm going to have 6 weeks prior to that where I'm going to be doing my dedicated period. So the first 4 weeks are going to be going over all the organ-based themes, which means that I am going to review the things that I need to work on the most. So for example, like I need to practice more of hematology again. Topics I'm strong in is, for example, neuro. That's something I'm really good at. So I'm going to put more near the end. For those 27 days, I need to break it up. 2 days of doing one organ, and I'm going through everything in that First Aid, doing the Q-Bank, and rotating it out. The schedule, you want to have about 8 to 9 hours of studying in a day, okay? 8 to 9 hours. And let's say you do 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., then 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., then do 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. When you have that free period, that is when you might go and eat lunch, or you might go to the gym, or you might do something for your personal health in order to have your mindset strong enough. I am going to keep my phone off. I'm going to keep, you know, things that, any distractions, take those away. And the most important thing is you want to be doing active learning, which means anything you've ever done in the past where you're writing on the board or taking notes and reviewing, things that you might need to integrate further into your head, keep writing those down, make tables out of it, start drawing spider maps and putting those things in different places. try to find a good environment, because I know if I'm at home and I see my bed, then I just want to be in that bed. So go out, go find a library that maybe the library where you've always been at is not the library you feel comfortable with, so go find a comfortable library. But yeah, it's gonna be a very serious time right now. These are the board exams. That's my schedule up to June 12th, which is gonna be my exam. Of course, I want this exam to go well. You know, I love to post weekly, and I will continue to do so after this exam. But up to this exam, really, that would be really the best support. You know, I need to use all my time to focus, and you know, I really appreciate it. Just, you know, stick side by side, and you know, if a video comes up, it'll be up. You know, follow, and let's do this.